Hello dear viewers, hope you can see me and hear me. Yes, just let me check, are we live or not? Few more seconds. Yes, it seems that we are live. Yes, once again, hello to everyone, and today I will I will cover third round of Asrian Memorial. So let's go. Yes, let me also open chess results to have the pairings and to see how many points players are having. Yes, it's here, round 3. Yes, as you can see, some players are having 2 points out of 2, including Manuel Petrosyan, Gayos Nigalidze, Alex Sahakian is facing Emin Ohanyan, Artur Davtyan is playing Edgar Hayrapetyan, David Shahinian is playing Levon Babujan, Hovik Hayrapetyan is playing Eric Chakuryan, and Vaya Danielyan is playing Zaven Andresyan. Yes, some other interesting pairings are there. So I think we are only having 8 or 9 boards live. Yes, let's slowly check the games. Yes, few information about the tournament. Tournament is happening in Armenia, in capital city of Armenia, in Yerevan. Yes, Asrian Memorial. I had opportunity to play classical game against Asrian and a lot of simul games. But I was very young when tragedy happened when he passed away. So let's go to Wikipedia. Let's see. Let's see what do we have. English. Yes, Karen Asrian was an Armenian chess player awarded the title of Grandmaster by FIDE in 1998. He was a 3-time Armenian champion. This I didn't know. Asrian was a member of the gold medal winning Armenian team in the 37th Chess Olympiad. Yes, I think if I'm not mistaken, it was Turin, Italy, 2006. Yes, peak rating was 2646, January 2006. Peak ranking 61, October 2005. And yes, he achieved Grandmaster title since 1998. Yes, and he passed away at the very young age of 28. Yes, I can say that he was very strong player, and despite already I had maybe around 23-2400 rating, but he was crushing in simul games. We didn't really have any chance to make a draw against him. So he was also known as a theoretician among Armenian players, and generally as well. So let's go to the games. So we are having top seed player Manuel Petrosyan, who won first two starting games, and now he's facing Gaios Nigalidze. I don't want to say much about Nigalidze, because if I will say something, it's probably not it's going to be something negative, definitely. All of us at least know that he was accused in cheating scandal. Yes. If I'm not mistaken, yesterday Manuel Petrosyan won against Rudolf Pashigian with the black pieces. Well played game by Manuel. And what are we having now today? Yes, I briefly checked the opening and before the stream. Yes, it was e4, c5, knight f3, d6, bishop b5 check, knight d7, bishop d7 is another option, d4, c takes d, queen d4. Yes, last couple of years Manuel switched from d4 to e4, and nowadays he mainly goes e4. Yes, queen e3, knight f6, c4. Yes, another option is here to go short castle, and black is going knight c5. So c4, if I am not mistaken, here the move is to go d5. Yes, I know it does look like very weird, sacrificing the pawn, and white has full control over d5, and anyway we are going d5. But the point is being, if c takes d, bishop c5, or he takes d, bishop c5 anyway, and then e4 comes, or yes, for example, c takes d, bishop c5, and queen does not have many squares. Yes, but here Nigalidze went wrong. Yes, already knight c5, knight c3, and white is being better, because white got Marozzi bind, and it is going to be very hard for black to play. Yes, I fully understand Nigalidze's decision, going knight g4 and then f5, trying to free and get some space. So he takes bishop f5, before knight d6, bishop d3, g6, yes, provoking, forcing opponent to trade the bishops, takes bishop g7, short castle, queen d5, queen e7, and knight e4. Yes, and as we can see, Manuel is having 41 minutes and Nigalidze about 26. So what can we suggest here? King h8 does look interesting. Yes, we don't have any moves with the e6 knight. Rook f3 ideas aren't really working. Yes, simply g takes f will follow. Yes, I like king h8. I think black needs this king h8 move. Except king h8, black... yes, let's not forget that d6 is hanging. And not probably knight d6 is not a threat, but you know, maybe king h8 anyway I can play. So what do I have? I have knight f6. I have king h8. I can go rook d8, let's say, but rook d8 is not really possible because of bishop g5. So knight f6 I also don't like, but let's say I go king h8. How do you continue? Because if you take knight d6, then always I have the c4 ideas. And now f3 knight is hanging, a1 rook is hanging, and I was thinking about queen d6, but at least I'm having the c4. At least I would seriously consider king h8. Yes, rook d8, bishop g5 is coming. I don't have any moves with the e6 knight. So if I go knight f6, I can of course play knight f6, but I'm first of all worried about queen d6. How do I want to play here? Yes, let's say queen d6. Yes, queen d6, knight d6, and e4 is the move to play, but yes, I like king h8, and if knight d6, maybe e4 works. Yes, it seems like... and queen d6 takes anyway e4. Yes, king h6 or knight f6, because if we go rook d8, I think just... first of all, you always should consider knight g5 ideas, after which it's not easy at all to defend your pieces. You should probably go some rook e8. Yes, bishop g5 is also there, forcing knight f6, and probably we should take, and now you are having this very restricted bishop on f6, though you are kind of threatening to move the king and then jump with the knight. Yes, what else? So rook f3, g takes f, it's not really working. Yes, queen h4, yes, I have queen e6. So, yes, in my game I would play king h8. Yes, knight d6, e4 I go. And more or less I'm fine. Yes, maybe you can go h3 here. The point is being that if I move my knight f6, let's say, you don't take it. You take queen d6 or knight knight d6 is not possible. Queen d6, which forces me to take actually, and here to push e4. But this is like knight e5. You will just play. Yes, well, definitely white is better, and yes, rook a d8, bishop g5 comes. If I go knight f6, no, it's better to go king h8. Yes, here I'm almost sure that this does not work because of e4. Yes, this looks perfect for black. And if you take with the knight, this is very dubious. Yes, I have e4. I mean, some move order e4 should work. And now what is happening? Like f3 is hanging, a1 is hanging. You don't have any knight e5, knight d4, and this does look interesting at least. But I assume here white would play h3. Now rook f3, g takes f. Yes, I should go knight f6 back. And here you can take on f6, but there more or less I'm still fighting. So queen d6, I should take it. Knight takes d6, and e4 is also forced. Yes, e4 forces you to go somewhere with the knight, probably knight e5. Yes, and this should be better for white. Yes, let's wait and check other games, and we will see how did Nigalizze. Yes, what are we having here? Yes, it was very interesting opening. Alex Saakian is playing Emin Ohanyan. I can say that Emin recently won Armenian Youth Under-18 Championship, just maybe a couple of days ago. And Alex, he also was playing Under-18, and yes, I'm not sure. He was not second. He didn't finish in second place or third? Yes, this is a known line, and here instead of going d4 and Catalan, b3 was played. So d4, e3, c5, 95. If I'm not mistaken, something similar was played between Dingleren and Hanishgiri, and f4. Yes, knight bd7, knight a3. Yes, this was interesting because here, according to the computers, knight e5 was possible. So knight b5, you move the queen somewhere, f takes c comes, and probably queen takes c5. So a6, a very human approach by Emin. Yes, knight e3, e5, g4, e takes f, h6, stopping some g5 ideas probably. Knight c2, rook b8, bishop a3, g6, queen f3, bishop d6, rook c1, b6. Yes, and here, yes, it was always slightly better for black, and now we are here, and let's try to understand how should white play. Yes, g4 pawn is hanging, h3 is one option, the other can be to push b4. Yes, I think h3 is an option to consider. Let me just briefly check my YouTube channel to see. Yes, hello to my good friend Solomon from Kenya. Yes, it was done by a friend of mine from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Okay, what are we having here? Yes, rook e1 was played. The point is being if knight g4, I assume rook e7 he does want to play, or what else? Because knight d4, c takes d, bishop f8 is not enough. Of course, black is just close to winning. Rook e7 should be the idea, but why he went for, like, why h3 is not possible? Yes, let's go a little bit back. So here, knight e5 was one of possible moves. So knight b5, I assume we should go somewhere with the queen to later on take. So it means here, and now take with the queen. But I assume Alex knew this, and this was kind of his prep. Like maybe he wanted to go bishop b2. Yes, anyway, Emin played a6, knight d3 back. Yes, and e5. So if f takes c, then knight e5 comes. g4 was played. E takes f. E takes f. Yes, as we can see, players are making some inaccuracies. So h6, knight c2. Yes, now white has problem with the c2 knight and c1 bishop. So rook b8, very slowly black does want to go b6 and bishop b7, but it's fine. So the question is why knight d4 is not working here. What did Emin Ohanyan prepare after knight d4? Yes, if c takes d, then bishop e7 comes. But I assume queen d6 just wins a piece, no? Yes, I think queen d6 wins a piece because knight c2, knight f3, I just take it. Yes, knight c5 you don't have, so because I don't see any other move. Yes, I think queen d6 is the reason why knight d4 was not played. Yes, queen f3, bishop d6 already, rook c1, and also I don't fully understand this move. Maybe it stops some b5, but I don't think black anyway wanted to go b5. So b6 with the bishop b7 idea. So queen c6, bishop takes, rook c, and knight g4 was played. I would really go here some h3 maybe, because you are not in time with b5. Always c5 pawn is hanging. You can go knight e4. Yes, I fully understand that knight e4 is there, but can I just move my rook and protect it? Like, it was so unpleasant, that's why. And now what to do? Rook e7 you should play, I guess. Otherwise, why you sacrificed your pawn? Or maybe b4. Yes, it does make some sense. You can go b4 here or rook e7. Yes, at least some activity. But rook e7, I have even bishop d6, and it forces you to go back. Yes, b4, I expect b4 already. Because what else? Yes, b4 should be played. Yes, rook e7, there is bishop d6, and I guess b4, if c takes b, we can take with the bishop, we can take with the c to knight. If bishop d6, then and b4 was played. And this is already interesting, you know. Maybe Alex played quite interesting, because he sacrificed his g4 pawn, but he went b4 now. Let's say you can take c takes b, but I have bishop b4 at least. I can also consider taking with the c2 knight. Yes, you don't have really this bishop d6, because here my idea was b takes c, and if now b takes c, then at least this pawn is hanging on d4. Yes, you can take with the knight, but yes, you can take it. Yes, if knight c5, then let's say bishop c5 or b takes. But not b takes c, because here probably knight d4 works. Yes, you can also take bishop c5, but I think it's better to take with the knight. So bishop d6 I'm thinking about. Yes, you can take c takes b, but black gets some activity. Yes, b5 idea shouldn't really work. Yes, of course, it does not work. And I really want to take b takes c, and probably knight takes c5. Okay, black is better. Let's go to c. So knight f6 was played, and here not knight takes f6, queen d6, queen takes d6, knight takes d6, e4 was played by Nigalizze, and knight g5. And what is happening? If I jump with the knight, like knight h5, knight g4, then e6 is hanging. So knight d4, I can take knight g5, bishop takes g5, and then try to jump with the knight, but where to jump exactly? So knight g4, knight h5. No, I think white is already having huge advantage. Yes, knight e4 is one of the options to play. Otherwise, knight is hanging on e6. Yes, knight g5, bishop g5, and there what do I have? I have knight g4. Yes, but knight g4 then... No, maybe knight d4. He does want to go knight d4, but anyway, position is very, very unpleasant. And let's see here, what are we having? Wow. So this... Yes, c4 is another option. Queen e2 with the ideas to go bishop e3. And here not bishop e3, just h4. Yes, alpha 0 style of move. So knight c6, h5, threatening h6. h6 was played by Edgar Hayrapetyan, and queen g4. Not going bishop e3, as always, and mainly white does with the queen e2 ideas. It goes queen g4, rook g8, queen g3, placing queen on g3, d6, knight c3, queen c7. Anyway, I like white's position, and e5 with the ideas bishop e6 to play. Yes, it does look interesting for black. I don't see much problems for them. Yes, let's check our channel. Yes, hello to Ritu Parna. Yes, so what are we having? So queen f6 was played. Yes, g2 pawn is hanging. Yeah, starting from here it was some other moves are also possible. Knight d5 takes. Yes, black went knight before. Now c2 and d5 pawns are hanging and queen e4, but computer does not like it. Okay, complicated fight. Wow, this is so interesting. David Shahinyan is facing Levon Babujian, and I can say that I played maybe more than 10, 15, 20 games, classical games against Levon Babujian, and I can say that he is very, very sharp, and he always likes sacrificing or getting activity, and he's very strong in that type of positions. And bishop f1 was played by David Shahinian, just protecting on f3. And here let's see what can black do, because I don't really want to go rook a7. If I should play rook a7, then something is not good. Yes, queen h3, you will most likely take but you can take even my bishop on c8. Yes, rook a7 was played and knight takes c8. So rook takes c8 and yes, and here probably bishop e6 is not working because rook takes c6 and knight takes a8 and something like this. So white is pawn down, but now knight d4 is a threat. Yes, I like white's position. Maybe it's not much, but I like it. We will definitely come back to this position. Yes, by the way, rook c7 was played by Arthur Davtyan. Yes, position remains very unclear. Like rook g2, probably you will take on h6 with the rook. Rook g1 check, king d2. Yes, but I like black's position. At least I think black has equality. Let's see. Wow, what is happening here? Yes, probably knight c6 was the strongest. Yes, knight d3. So what should I do? Should I take on f4 or maybe some c4 ideas, but yes, the point was if d takes c, then queen b6 comes, and I think this is fine for black. Yes, I'm taking on b4 with the queen. Yes, and it's also hard to find a good move. Yes, you can go king h1, but it's always not pleasant to place king on h1. Yes, but white had knight c6, knight takes c6, d takes c. Yes, position anyway remains quite complicated. So knight d3, but computer does not like it at all. Wow, what a crazy position in Danielian Andreasen game. What a weird position. Yes, it's really hard to say who is better and why. Yes, I don't think black can be worse. Yes, I don't think, because you can never push your c pawn. Yes, but you have some other weird moves. Yes, while Danielian is facing Zaven Andresian, and yes, and here Zaven could take on d2, but he went e takes f2. No, it's a mess. What are we having? And Pranesh won. Pranesh won his game against Ashok Melkonian. Let's just briefly see what happened. French. Yes, here bishop e3 is another option. So knight e2 is also possible, and a6, c3, b5, g3, bishop b7, bishop h3, g6, stopping f5, and f5. G takes f, maybe white wanted to go knight f4, so knight f5, knight f4. Yes, and here bishop f5, white is slightly better, but takes, and Melkonian did not find rook h7 move. Rook h7 and bishop f5, e takes f. Yes, rook g8, takes, and here he could play long castle. Yes, knight e5 is not, it's not good. Yes, good game by Pranesh M, and Arshak had his chances, and especially starting from this position, rook h7, and engine shows that black is almost winning. And another option I like, queen d4, knight d4, knight h8, knight c2. Yes, but why didn't he play rook h7? Because I really don't see anything better than taking on f5, otherwise what? Yes, another attempt was to go long castle here. Yes, I apologize if I'm a little bit sleepy today, because I woke up around 4:30 a.m. and didn't sleep yet. Didn't take any rest till now. I was working. Yeah, so yes, long castle does look interesting. So knight e5 and decisive mistake, and knight f5, white is being much better. And bishop g5 comes. What are we having? Yes, just a second. Here it was yes, King's Indian defense with g3, bishop g2. Yes, a6, bishop b2, rook b8, short castle b5, c takes, rook c1, b4, knight a4 would have been better. Knight b1 was played by Hovik Hayrapetyan, and e5, knight e1. Yes, he goes for some e4, knight d2, knight d3. Yes, computer does like bishop h6 more. And knight c2, attacking the pawn on b4. Taking the pawn. Yes, bishop h6, f4. Why not e3? Yes, maybe queen g5, queen h5. Yes, here knight c6 was possible, takes, e takes f, and d takes c is the strongest. Queen b6, e3, queen b4, takes, bishop c3. Yes, but this is yes, d takes c is possible to figure out, but like c4, b takes c, queen e7, I don't expect. Yes, it's just another level. If Eric will find this c4, b takes c, queen e7, this is another level. I even don't have ideas what's the point after b takes c, queen e7, queen takes a5, maybe e4, or maybe just e takes f, or maybe rook b2, knight takes b2, and some move with the e5 pawn like e takes f. Yes, here bishop g5 was the strongest, so knight e4 was played, and here I was suggesting king h8, but king h8 does not really work because of bishop g5, so knight f6 was played, takes, knight takes and e4, knight g5, and knight d4, yes, knight d4 I suggested, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, white is having overwhelming advantage, so knight takes. What do we expect? Yes, knight takes f8 is an option to play, and knight e8 as well. Yes, one of these moves will probably Manuel Petrosyan play. And here, yes, bishop d6 was played. Yes, bishop d6, bit takes c, knight takes c5. And though bishop c5 is even stronger. So knight e5, and just rook e8 attacking the pawn, and knight d4. Yes, you can maybe even take the pawn. Or like rook d7, you can also go. But rook d7, knight f3. Maybe the point is to take with the knight. Hard to say. Yes, as you can see, I'm streaming. It won't be easy, but of course we can organize a match. And during my streams, I was telling that if you have any ideas, any suggestions, feel free, and we can maybe organize some matches against viewers. Let me switch them off. And yes, knight takes e8 was played, and after rook f e8, knight c7, and bishop c3 back. Yes, much better position for white. Let's see how will Manuel Petrosyan continue. Yes, no need to rush with the knight takes a8 or knight takes e8. You can first develop, protect the pawn on b4. Yes, I think a3 is the strongest move. What happened? Yes, a3 is the strongest, of course. Otherwise, black simply takes bishop b4 and rook b1. There is a5. So a3 is the strongest, and some move takes on a8, rook takes a8. Honestly speaking, it does look even better for white, but engine shows only 0.60. And yes, Manuel is taking his time. Yes, here it's just almost over. It's over, and this is like very complicated position. Yes, but maybe I was wrong in my evaluations. Yes, maybe here white is just fine. Let's go a little bit back. Yes, you can see that queen g4, the strongest move, queen g3 and bishop e3. Yes, computer likes more bishop e2, bishop e6, long castle, knight d5, but because black does have problems with the short castle. And here queen e4 was played, but bishop e4 would have been stronger. Yes, and here queen e7 was not precise. And also g6. Yes, white is definitely better. And here as well. Yes, we didn't really check this game to see what is happening. Yes, it's so. So bishop d1 is not possible, knight d1 I can take, but knight d1, let's say you can go rook f3. So what if rook takes d1, and rook d1 was played, so queen f3 is an option, rook f3 as well. So rook f3, I don't think white is having any problems after some active move. Yes, yesterday Alberto Atoyan drew with the black pieces against Zaven Andresian. And today he's fighting. It's a very messy position. Like rook f3 or queen f3, which move to play? But this can be even better for white. No, it's not actually. Yes, Alberto Atoyan was having better position, and yes, he did not play king b1, and d5 came. Yes, not rook f3, because after rook f3 even c7 move is possible. Yes, but I was thinking actually queen h2 check. And yes, if our opponent trades the queens, then it's just lost for white. So I was thinking about queen h2, but king c8 is there. And surprisingly, white does not have anything. Yes, if you take queen f2, rook f3, rook d8, rook f8, then rook f1 checkmate will follow. And what are we having here? Wow, it's so messy. Yes, rook b4. Let's see the opening as well. Yes, here, yes, the strongest move is to go knight f6, and white is having c3 or h3. Anyway, c3, d4. Yes, white very often allows this ruining of structure, but gets very good center. Yes, bishop e3, but d5 also was possible. Yes, and in this complicated position, slowly Zaven Andresian got something. And this was completely winning for him, and he did not play e takes d. He did not play e takes d, he went e takes f2. Yes, e takes d2 looks very simple, honestly. Yes, Zaven took, played queen a8, and took on f4, but queen c5 and d6. Wow, so complicated. And it does look rook a7 forces black to trade the queens. So Zaven is in some trouble. Unfortunately for him, wow, c4 was played by Eric Chakrian and queen b6. Yes, here queen e7 would have been stronger. And queen a5, I assume e4 should be the move, or not e4 really? Maybe not e4? Let's say you go here. I take this. Yes, knight takes, rook takes b2, knight takes b2, e takes z4. Yes, I would. Should white go rook d5? Yes, I'm sleepy today. Yes, it's not easy to wake up at 4:30 a.m. Are we having any results? Not really. Yes, if any of you have any questions, feel free to write them. Wow, g4. G4. Wow, amazing. So rook f5 is coming, if rook g8. Yeah, should I go rook g8 or? No, but rook g8, at least bishop g2 is there, no? Yes, nice tactical idea. How did they get? Yes, bishop d7. F5 was not precise. Yes, white is almost winning, according to computers. And what are we having here? Yes, it's almost over. Rook e7, rook e7, knight c5. I assume. Yes, at least knight takes a3. So bishop c5, bit takes c, and knight c5, d2 is hanging always. So black is in close to winning position. Yes, Manuel Petrosyan still thinking how to convert his advantage. Will it be easy or not? We will see very soon. And yes, Vaia found c7, and he forced his opponent to trade the queens and went just yes, computer was suggesting this, and then c7, queen is trapped, not much options. And yes, white is simply being couple of pawns up. Yes, honestly, it does not look that bad for black, because always some bishop g5 ideas might be there, and but computer doesn't like it at all. Yes, it's weird that such a player like Zaven, having close to winning advantage, he didn't see e takes d2 move. He went e takes f2. Yes, I'm saying this. Yes, here it takes d. Of course, it does look like queen takes d2, and then with the d7 pawn. But let's not forget that black is first of all after queen d2, bishop h6 is coming, and then f4 pawn is under attack, and you even did not take on d7 yet. Yes, he went e takes f, though later on he also... Yes, it was anyway unpleasant. Oh, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. So knight takes a8. I assume rook takes a8 will follow. Oh, I mean, he's crushing. He is threatening rook e2. And if king g2, there is knight takes d2, knight takes d2, rook e2. Yes, like knight c1, rook c3, knight d2, king g2, knight takes d2. Emin is definitely going to win his game. Yes, rook g8 was played, and bishop g2 I was thinking. Yes, bishop g2. Yes, rook e8 is also possible. Very good move. Bishop g2, and then rook takes f5. White is having overwhelming advantage for the human glance. Yes, let's go a little bit back. Yes, check was played, and then queen h1. Albert, yes, queen. Yes, here takes a3. Wow. Yes, threatening rook d8, and if you move the knight, then rook d7 comes. Yes, Alberto did not realize it. Queen h1 position is very bad. It already shows -5. Yes, king g2 was played and knight d2 will follow. No doubts that Emin Ohanyan already, but yes, knight d2 he went. Will Alexa can continue the game? I assume yes, he will. Yes, he goes knight d4. Yes, hello to my very good friend Aryan Mehta from Malaysia. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine, bro. How are you doing? Yes, I'm trying to cover tournament in Armenia, Asrian Memorial, and some crazy games are happening. Yes, from tomorrow I will also cover Sigeman tournament in Sweden. Yes, and Arjun Erigaisi is playing. It is going to be very interesting. Yes, dear friends, I just wanted to tell before the stream I read the information that Rinat Jumabayev he was playing for the national team of Kazakhstan. Yes, he's very decent, very strong grandmaster, and he was playing 11 years board 1 and as a leader of the team, and 15 years for the national team. And for this year he, and as I can understand generally, from now, let's say, he decided to retire from retire from playing for the national team. Yes, interesting decision. Yes, I know many players. They are much older and much experienced than Rinat, but still they are playing for the national teams. But Rinat at the age of he's probably 30 plus, like 30 maybe 2, and he decided to stop playing. But you know, every team needs such a players like Rinat, you know, who was playing for the team many years, and you know he played with different teammates, and it's like in football when imagine one forward plays or midfielder for many years, plays for the same club or for the same national team, and you know different generations are coming, and but he's always there, and then at some point you know, I remember Rafael Marquez from Mexico, and if I'm not mistaken he played maybe 4 or 5 World Cups. So let me Rafael Marquez. Yes. Rafael Marquez, 45 years old. And if I'm not mistaken, he played last World Cup as well. So he was 40 something. Rafael Marquez Alvarez, Mexican footballer. Yes, he played 5 World Cups. Can you imagine? Only 6 football players played in 5 World Cups, and he's one of them. Yes, 5 means that every 4 years World Cup is there. Yes, it already means that so long he was playing for the national team. Yes, interesting decision by Rinat. We definitely will miss his games for the national team. But he said that he's going to play and try to achieve his goals in chess, but not for the national team anymore. Yes. So this is really chaotic, and black does not have much time. Black went knight b5, threatening some different things, and especially knight takes a3, I assume. And white is 2 pawns up. Yes, let's see. Yes, Manuel achieved something. It was this, so king f7 would have been much stronger, so a5 was played by Nigalizze. B takes a, king f7, takes rook d1, threatening some rook d7, king e6, g4. Yes, and here, yes, king e5 was played. Yes, rook d7 and h5. Yes, it is very, very unpleasant position and close to lost. Yes, and black does not have time at all. Yes, still Alex Saiken continues the game. Yes, what's the evaluation here? H takes, rook g4. No, it's very unpleasant position for Zaven Andresian, according to computers. Yes, and Tornike won his game against Alberto Atoyan. Yes, Emino Hanyan is also going to win. And I guess, yes, Artur Davtyan is much better already. Yes, close to winning. Rook b5 was played? Really? Really? Rook b5? So g takes f, rook b8 is there? And why computer likes king f7 and why rook b8 is not possible? The problem of, yes, of course. Like g takes f, rook b8 and you don't have any moves. So that's why king f7, rook b8, I will take rook c7. Yes, I assume this should be the idea. Yes, takes. Still white is better, but maybe some small hopes. Yes, no doubt Savan will go for king f7 and yes, still white is better, but of course rook b5 is not the strongest. Yes, and simply no chance for Migalice. And will we see any Armenian derbies or battles? Like I'm expecting Emin Ohanyan to play maybe Manuel Pedrosian, or if Arthur wins. Yes, this is so good. Like, yes, knight h4 probably does win by force piece, though it's not very easy. Yes, Emin Ohanyan is going to win. Manuel Pedrosian probably as well. He has much better position, close to winning. Arthur Davtyan as well. David Chainian is winning. Yes, Zaven still is taking his time. He didn't see for the moment king f7. No, of course he sees, but he isn't sure that it's the only idea, but according to computers it is. No, it's a real mess. Like it's up. White is up 2 pawns, and they can win third pawn as well. But black is having very good compensation. Yes, I guess here maybe we can push c pawn. Yes, c5 was played. And yes, David goes for knight h4, and he found. So queen d2, rook d1, and anyway, queen f4, bishop takes c6. Well, I'm sure Babujan is not going to resign. But the position is completely lost. And Zaman goes g3. What is this? Like, what is this? Why he didn't take on f7? He still had chances to escape. He really had chances to escape by taking on f7. He goes g3. And now it's really hard to say. No, it's just so lost. It shows +9, +8. No, but he could just take king f7. And earlier also he was much better if he would take the knight on d2. Yes, and Ohanyan won his game. Alex Saikan resigned. Yes, it's really hard to say. Like bishop e3, like very good move, cementing our pawn structure. Yes, very well game by Manuel Petrosian. Yes, once again, I don't want to say much about Nigalizze, because if I will say anything, it will be definitely negative. And rook b8 was played. Guys are just rushing. They are just rushing. Okay, dear friends, this was test stream also. I never earlier did any, never covered any tournaments, so this was for the first time. And tomorrow I will continue covering fourth round of Asrian Memorial and also some other tournaments, and especially a tournament in Sweden. Yes, please in the comments section, any ideas you have, any thing you prefer more. Yes, and today I'm a little bit sleepy, so please apologize for that, because as I told, I woke up very early, and I was really reading some chess books and non-chess books. Thank you very much for being with me, and hope to see you very soon and tomorrow. Yes, let's wish all the best to the players, and yes, let's hope we can meet tomorrow as well. Bye bye.